Hi, my name's Rachel Ahava. I'm 25 years young and I'm diagnosed adult ADHD. I always overprepare for everything. I keep backups of everything. I always have extras because I just like to know that I don't know, set. It's definitely a way I cope with my, can I start over? I'm so sorry. But I'd say that some tips and tricks that I've used in order to cope with my ADHD would be, you know, writing everything down multiple times. I have like a little journal, I'll write something down. I got like a special calendar. I write things a million times just so I have backups. My adult ADHD has definitely impacted me in social settings and situations more than I care to admit, actually. I think that a lot of the time when I was younger, I kind of repressed that. It's been tough because sometimes, people think I'm disinterested, like I don't care about what they're saying. I do oftentimes feel isolated or kind of like the odd one out because I just have so much difficulty focusing and, retaining information. And I think people can pick up on that. And, they don't know what to make of it. Unless you have ADHD, you don't know what the experience is and you don't really know how it manifests itself fully. So, it's hard. I would say some good advice to give people that have, learning disabilities or similar things to me would be, just make sure you breathe. Don't beat yourself up so much. You're special, you're loved, you're perfect. But there are, weak moments. Everybody's got weak moments where they might feel self-conscious. It's really difficult to have something that can affect your everyday life skills as much as this. But like I said, I just really try to stay positive and not beat myself up. And just like feeling understood is just like taking a big weight off of my back. Like think about like if you had like two big bags of like garbage bags, like rocks on your shoulders, And it's helped me because I've been able to talk to people that relate to me, people that genuinely have concern or, they've been through something similar. And, that's a big relief because, sometimes it's really hard to be, understood in this world. Sometimes it's really tough, you don't know who you can turn to, you don't know who you can trust, you don't know who's gonna laugh at you, you don't know what to do about any of it, So like to be able to find people in the community or through resources is very, very helpful. When you find people that really understand you, it kind of eases the situation. It kind of helps you feel a little bit better about what you've got going on. Just a couple close friends have always stuck by me and just always had that loyalty and, they've never looked at me any different. They've always just loved wacky old me.